Today we will learn about the distributivity of multiplication over addition. In case of whole numbers, the word distribute means to share a part of something with someone. The best way to learn this property is the visual representation of distributing something with someone. Let us take we have 24 apples, and in that pattern we have at least 4 rows, and each row has 6 apples. 1 2 3 and 4 rows. The rows has 6 apples total in each row. That is also 6. So here it is also 6 rows, 6 apples and 6 apples. That can be represented as like number of rows. That means 4 times number of apples in a single row. That means 6. Now we come to our main part. Here we have another collection of 24 apples. So equal, that should be equal. Here you can put the equal sign here. The number of rows are same. So now we should divide these apples among 2 persons, namely Motu and Patlu. Let us take a few cartoon characters. Okay, your favorite cartoon characters. Since Motu is more big and fat than Patlu, he deserves more apples. Let me separated those apples. Okay, now Motu will get more apples with 16 apples to the side of Motu. Here it is 16, and Patlu will get only 8 apples. Okay, so here it is 8 apples. If we add them, it becomes 24 again. 16 plus 8, so it becomes 24. The number of rows in both the cases are equal. That means 4. Here in each row we have 4 apples in case of Motu. Here it is also 4, and each row has 4 apples. Here it is 2 apples in case of Patlu. Okay, so now we can write here 16 like 4 times 4, since 4 number of rows and number of apples in a single row. Here it is 4 times 2. Okay, so from that expression, though they are equal, from that expression we can find out the distributivity expression of multiplication. How we can write that is 4 times. In case of 6, we have to distribute it like 4 plus 2. Okay, so it should be equal to, again it remains same. That means 4 times 4. Here it is 4 times 4 and plus 4 times 2. That is the distributivity property of multiplication. You should remember it. That is most important property. Now I can let us discuss about an example. You have used this property many times earlier in your previous classes. Let us take an example. That is a very simple example of multiplication of 2 whole numbers. That is 425 into 123. That is not the point. Actually, there is nothing new in this multiplication, but I am just going to show you something else. So let's multiply 3 times 5 means 5. 15 out of 15. Here it is again 7, 6 plus 1, and it is 12. So in case of 2, each position is 10th, so we have to multiply by 20. So here we can put another 0 here, and 2 times 5 means 10. 10 means actually 0, 1 is carry. 2 times 2 4, that means 5 with that 1. 2 times 4 means 8. Again multiplied by 1 means actually multiplied by 100. Here it is 2 zeros should be there, and again the 5, here it is 5. If we don't put the zeros, we can write 5 after 2 position, and 2 and 4 here right now. Now summation 5 7, here it is 12 2, 1 should be carry. Again it becomes 12, 1 carry, that means 5. So that is the final value of the product. Now that is the first term. We should write this one as like that way. We can represent like that way. That is the product of 3 times 425. That means 425 times 3. And in case of second term, actually 2 is on the 10th position, so we can write 4 to 125 times 20, not 2. And in the third term, you tell me that is 425 into 100, since 1 is on the 100th position. Okay, next, the final value should be written as like that way. We can distribute 123 like that way. 425 times 100 plus 20 plus 3. So from this explanation, I think you can remember why I said that you have already know about the distributivity property. Let me write the final expression. Yeah, 425 times 100 plus 20 plus 3. So that is the final expression which shows that distributivity property has been established here. Okay, so let me go to the next part. Let us take one example to find out the solution. Find the 160 times 102 using distributivity property. Here it is 160 times 102. So 160 into that should be distributed 100 plus 2. So we can write that way also. Again, it becomes 160 times 100. We have to multiply both the values. Yeah, one time 100, next 2. 160 times 2. It should become 160. Again, we have to add those two zeros here, and here it is 320. The final value should be 16,320. So in this way, we can find out the value by using the distributivity property of multiplication over addition.